Hello, in this lesson I want to give you a quick tip about improvising that might help you out a little bit. And my tip is to always keep in mind your phrasing. Now that's something that I never really did until pretty recently. And what I mean by phrasing is this. A group of notes that makes a musical idea, a complete idea. You know, a beginning, a middle, and end. Basically not just random notes, something that has a purpose. And this is something that's really tough to do, especially if you're trying to do it while you're just improvising on the fly. But it's something that really makes your improv sound a lot more musical, and less like a bunch of random notes. So I found if you just keep it in the front of your head all the time while you improvise, it'll just improve over time. So yeah, I would suggest you start doing it. And I've got a little riff to show you to maybe help you understand what I mean by this. Now this riff was improvised by one of my favorite guitarists, John Petrucci, of Dream Theater. It was in Chicago with his side project. They were playing a show, and in the first song they realized that the keyboard was broken. So basically him and the drummer and the bassist just jammed for the next hour, and they got it all on bootleg. So yeah, if you like improv, you can check that out. Those are some of my favorite musicians. It's Liquid Tension Experiment live in Chicago, When the Keyboard Breaks, something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But anyways, that's where this was from. Alright, anyways, I could go on all day. But, yeah, the beginning of that is what I think can help you start to see this. Let's take a look at it again. Alright, so, yeah, the way that I think this can help you see phrasing is just look at the notes that he's landing on. This one, this one. So there's one. And then he repeats it and he lands up here on the E instead of the G. And then he does this. Little sweep and he lands down here on the G again. And then a little sweep again and he lands back up here on the E. And then he goes into something else. But you can just see it's structured, and even though he was improvising it, you know, he's got a purpose, and you know, he's aiming for certain notes to make certain sounds. And obviously, he's a fully developed professional musician. You know, in my opinion, one of the best. So you can't really compare yourself to that, you know, realistically. But you can definitely learn a lot from it. So yeah, pick up that album if you're interested in checking stuff like that out. But yeah, I just thought this riff might help you be able to see what I mean by phrasing a little bit more. And yeah, I just suggest that you keep that in your head while you improvise and see if it helps you out. Alright?